I am with my buddy Austin, and we are in his modded Focus RS. This thing, I'm super excited. This is my first time in an RS, and it's modded. What, full bolt-ons?
Full bolt-ons, custom tuned, dyno tuned. Yes, sir.
Yes. So this thing made some pretty decent power on the dyno. We'll throw in a dyno clip too. It was on a Mustang dyno, right?
Yep, it was on CP's Mustang dyno, made 329, 389 to the wheels on there.
Yeah.
Their dyno's a little stingy, but I'm still happy with it.
But keep in mind, guys, Mustang dyno, you need to add another 20%. So this thing, I guarantee you, is if you put it on like a dyno jet, it's gonna be over like 400 to the wheel. Easy. So let's take a ride. We're gonna go for a cruise. We'll do some pulls for you guys. So I'm basically comparing this to my Focus ST. So this is a big difference, and it's all-wheel drive too. Yep. So it's got what? How many different drive modes?
4 different drive modes: normal, sport, track, and drift. The infamous drift mode.
Have you used the drift mode yet?
Of course, you gotta test it out.
Awesome. She sounds good. It feels just like mine.
I know, it's so similar to the ST as far as driving normal wise. As soon as you start going around turns though, that's when you are like, okay, we're working with a different kind of animal.
One of my favorite things about the Focus RS is that rear bumper and that rear wing.
Yep.
It looks so good. And the front bumper, of course, too, and that big ass front mount intercooler you got on this thing.
Yeah, it makes it stand out a little bit.
Yeah, like as soon as I saw this car, I was like, holy shit, that intercooler is massive. That thing is ridiculous.
Yep. CP doesn't play around when they put their parts on. They go big.
So basically, he's got every bolt-on on this car besides a bigger turbo.
Yep.
And are you gonna do a bigger turbo?
We got some stuff in the works. Can't really talk about it right now.
Okay.
We've got a couple things brewing, but right now we have so much torque right now to the wheels. We're actually limiting torque right now because if we go any further, we run a much higher chance of throwing a rod or something, you know, damaging turtles. I daily drive this, so I got to keep it kind of tame, you know.
Yeah.
It's a fun daily drive.
Tame the beast. But this is the first RS that I've actually seen modded too.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a lot of people with RSs, but they don't really have anything done to them.
Yeah,
so.
You know, it's funny, everybody I've seen on the forums and stuff like that, everybody's, you know, putting your basic stuff on. But I mean, you know, you're looking at intake, exhaust and stuff, and, you know, maybe an intercooler and an exhaust. I haven't seen many people go the route I've gone.
It's a beautiful car, and it's the best color. The gray is good too.
Gray's good, but
white.
You gotta have a white car. It's the only way to go. The nitrous blue that everybody sees on your commercials and stuff like that.
It looks good.
It's beautiful color, it is, but a little too flashy for me. I was torn in between white and the gray, but like I said, I had an ST before as well, white, so I just kept it the same. My mom said, Austin, why'd you get a new car that looks exactly like your same car? I said, Mom,
it's not.
You have no idea.
No. When we were doing the filming, there was a guy that rolled up in a Jeep, and he was just like, what are you guys doing? I said, we're doing a video shoot on a Focus RS. And he's like, a Focus? So he had a Chevrolet Corvette shirt on.
Yeah, you know, I go around and I'll go to car meets and stuff, and it really kind of just blends in. People don't really give it a whole lot of attention on the street and stuff. I'll be driving, and All have Subaru WRXs and STIs, S550, 5.0 Mustangs. They all come up and want to play, and then as soon as I start womping on it, they get really confused. They say, whoa, what is this thing?
When this car was stock compared to the ST, how much of a difference is it?
So stock for stock, I mean, you have 100 more horsepower to the crank. You have 252 on ST, 350 on the RS. Got a little bit more drivetrain loss with the all-wheel drive with this, but stock for stock, there's a big difference power-wise, but the handling is what really, you know, blew me away with the car. Me and my buddy at my work, as soon as I bought it, I filled up the gas, instantly took it out 15-20 miles on it, and started just ripping it around the hardest back roads we could. There was a recommended turn of 25 miles an hour, and I went in at full throttle about 75-80 miles an hour, and it handled it with no problem. No slip on the rear. The all-wheel drive is phenomenal in this car, and we both just turned, looked at each other, smiled, and just started laughing because we were both just shocked. And it's been a blast. I really love the car. It's been great.
So that's how you know when you bought the right car.
That's right.
It puts a smile on your face.
Right.
We're about to make a U-turn right now, and we're gonna do a pull. We can do a first gear.
We can do a 1, 2, 3, 4. Really,
we'll let the traffic clear.
Yeah, let traffic clear. There's not a whole lot of first in this thing. It gets pretty much out right away as far as most performance cars. But fourth gears pulls are real fun.
Up, man.
She gets up and
definitely
goes.
Faster than the ST.
Yeah.
It's definitely faster.
I would hope so for the extra money. Really
what mode are we in?
Right now we're just in sport mode.
So track mode is faster?
You know, there's really been no confirmed horsepower differences between the different drive modes. The big difference in them from normal to sport gives a little bit more pedal feel, a little more responsiveness in the pedal, and also opens up the exhaust valve. The left side has an electronic cutout, so you're cruising in normal mode, it's pretty quiet and tame. You hit your drive mode button, switches over to sport mode, opens it up the exhaust all the way, and gives you those nice pops and bursts that will advertise on the Ford article.
It sounds so good.
When you switch to track mode, that's where it has the adjustable dampers, where it will actually make the ride extremely rough. And we can do that now. Actually, we'll just switch over to track mode. It's going to take our traction control off, and you'll instantly feel the suspension really stiffen up now. Every bump we take is going to be...
Yeah. And how much boost are you?
Right there on that pull, we hit 26 peak. Boost right there. It's all about torque targeting, so depending on the charge air temps that are coming in is how much the ECU is going to adjust the boost level to hit those torque targets. So, you know, when I'm out in the early morning, it's 34 degrees outside, I might only see 23 PSI. Just because, you know, we're getting that cooler air, we're hitting that torque a lot easier without pushing all the boost to it.
Yeah. Let's do a third.
All right.
It's the pull gear when you're racing on the highway.
That's right.
Third. It's the sound that's getting me. It's the sound.
Funny thing about the sound too is Ford has the active sound dampening, or whatever they want to call it, where the speakers basically, I don't know how it works, but it actually quiets the noise in the cabin. There's a plug in the back I can unplug, it'll stop it, and it's twice as loud. When I first got the exhaust put on, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is loud, because I had that unplugged from before, but it's pretty interesting stuff. Big fourth gear pull here from 2,500 RPMs that's where I usually do data logs for my tuner. We'll do rolling data logs to do revisions. 2,500 RPMs, right about 45 miles an hour.
I see what you mean. thinking about fourth. It's a lot longer,
yes.
And you just feel the sensation of the pull.
Yep.
Too bad you guys can't feel this. It's pretty awesome. I mean, because when people watch it on, you know, their phone or computer screen, you don't get the actual full sensation of how the car feels. It's awesome. I love it. Now I want RS, man.
Might make you trade up now.
Dude, I can't afford to trade up. I would ask if you miss your ST, but I already know the answer to that.
Yeah, you know the answer.
So, what are all the mods? So you got downpipe?
Yep, so...
Intake?
Yep, intake, all by CPE. I was very lucky enough to get a sponsorship from them.
Mm-hmm.
They used my car for about 4 weeks, two different times. They used it to develop their intercooler and their exhaust system as well. The intake was pretty much almost switch over from the ST. They just had to tweak it a little bit. But yeah, so we got an intake, downpipe, exhaust, front mount intercooler, charge pipes, and full motor mounts as well.
Yeah.
Passenger side, transmission side, and their stage 2 rear motor mount. And actually, I think the motor mount's my favorite mod of them all.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is it CPE?
CPE, yep. Custom
Yeah.
Performance Engineering. Real good guys based in Beltsville, Maryland.
Okay, and we will put their information in the link in the description in case any of you guys have an RS and you're looking for anything for your car. We'll also put your Instagram in here so you guys can give him a follow on Instagram and watch his build process and see what's going to come, right?
More things to come.
Yep, you guys check him out. Put it in here somewhere. Dude, that little backfire pop, that sounds so
It's the favorite part.
Yeah. Damn. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I love it. That is awesome. That's badass. Dude, this thing does handle a lot better. Do you get a lot of the torque steer in this? Like you do the
No torque steer whatsoever.
The ST was bad, wasn't it?
I know, it was.
It's sometimes annoying.
It is. That's why, you know, most guys with the STs, their first mod, I mean, I always tell people, first mod for an ST is that rear motor mount. Because you get so much wheel hop, because the thing is so torquey.
Yeah.
First, second, third gear, you'll get wheel hop and you won't have any traction pulling through your gears, and you'll get the torque steer as well. And that rear motor mount really helps out big time. If you go full, all 3 motor mounts, it makes that front end really solid, and you get probably next to no torque steer at all.
Wow. That's something I got to do now. I haven't done anything to my ST.
Okay.
Nothing.
Just hit the guys up at CPE. They got the best rear motor mount in the world. Their stage 2 rear motor mount's the best one you can buy.
I want to lower it a little bit.
Yeah.
Put some nice wheels on it. Make it look good. I wasn't really trying to make it go fast. I mean, because if I want to go fast, I usually just hop in the GT500.
Yep.
I just want to make it look good. So are you going to do different wheels or?
You know, these are the upgraded forged wheels on my car. I paid for them extra. I really like the look of them. They're probably some of my favorite stock looking wheels I've ever seen. So no plans right now for any wheels. If anybody wants to come along and be an awesome sponsor, you know, I'll maybe consider something like
Putting
that.
some wheels on there.
Yeah, but I love how they look now. They're nice 19s. So.
Yeah, they look good. And I like that they're black.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ST with the silver wheels and the brake dust.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
I lived through it.
Your ST was full bolt on.
ST was full bolt on and tuned as well.
I love it. It definitely corners really good.
I just switched it back to normal mode now.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot smoother.
We're not bouncing up and down anymore.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I want to thank Austin for sharing his badass Focus RS with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Dude, thank you. And This thing is awesome, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Forgot to ask, will it do a burnout? All-wheel drive.
Doesn't work.
I've roasted the tires on the ST already.
Oh, I know.